What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce, and today we're going to talk about how profits are better than wages, right after the intro. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of Tony Bruce TV. I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Don't forget, if you like the content we're putting out on this channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and punch that notification bell so you can get all the content we release. If you feel like this information can help anybody in your circle, family, friend, neighbor, or whatever the case, make sure you share this with them also. And with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into today's discussion. Today's discussion is profits are better than wages. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Profits are better than wages. And what that simply means is, what it means that making profits using a skill that you have or providing a service, a lot of times is going to be, much more income, much more money for your pocket than working a job. And that's simply because of pretty much just the structure, how both of them are set up. So like, I'll give you an example. Like, say you working a job, like whether you're getting $20 or $30 an hour, you have to put in a certain amount of hours to receive a certain amount of money. But with profits, it's different when it comes to like if you're utilizing a skill or side hustle. Like say for instance, like when you call a plumber or AC HVAC technician over to your home, you pay them that consultation fee, and whatever it is they need to fix or do, you pay them their asking rate, whatever the case. But a lot of times it don't take them but like, an hour. If it's a real big job, maybe a few days. But most times when those guys come, they see what the problem is. You have to pay for the consultation. And then after they determine what the problem is, you just pay them to resolve that problem, whether it be buying a part, putting some more fluid in something, or whatever the case may be. But it may have only taken them an hour and you already kicked out $325 or $400. And the part they had to get may have been only like $30 or $40. So they done made, pretty much like a $300, over $250 in profit in like an hour. So, that's what I mean with how profits are better than wages. And you get profits by developing skills. So I'm not saying quit your job or that jobs are bad. It's just that if you're working a job, right, look at it like this. If you don't truly love that job and you're not learning a skill that you can monetize on your own, a lot of times you're just wasting your time. You have to design your life or someone else will design it for you. Some people may think that, $35 an hour is great pay. But what if you can make $35,000 a month from your own efforts instead of $35,000 a year? And I'm pretty sure that $35 an hour is, not 35 a year. That's more than 35K a year. But the point is that why settle for 35K in 12 months if you can make 35K in 1 month? Now, I hear a lot of people say, they go to work for the benefits, retirement, a steady salary, and paid time off. Well, you can get benefits as a freelancer or independent contractor. You can determine your own salary, if you own your business instead of working for one. And when you're the boss, you take a vacation whenever you want to. So paid time off is really whenever you choose to take paid time off, especially if you have your business set up to where you're getting passive income. And then, it's like you can physically take a vacation, but financially it's still as if you're at work because you set up systems and you put certain contingencies in place to make your business run without you. So in my opinion, getting paid for a service is much better than hourly wages dictated by the amount of time I have to put in on a job site. I've worked jobs where I would finish my workload in just 3 hours into an 8-hour shift by just skipping 2 15-minute breaks. However, I was still required to stay there on site for the rest of my shift. Which is pointless to me. Once the work is done for that day, I should be able to leave, but that's just not the way it's set up. You have to be there. So that is one of my main issues with working traditional jobs. In my opinion, time is our most valuable resource. You can't grow any more time, and we can't manufacture any more of it. You can, in a sense, by hiring people, to do a certain aspect of your business. so it frees up more time for you. But you can't buy any more time. You can't grow any more time outside of that. You know, if y'all have anything else that I'm leaving out that you have some creative ways on how you can maximize your time, please let me know. Put it in the comment section. That'll be helpful to the community. So too many people, you know, at the end of the day, they give the best years of their life to a job just for some benefits and a retirement check. And trust me, people, most of those retirement checks won't even be enough for you to live on by the time you retire. So job retirement money should be looked at as a last resort money resource anyway. Like, you should be saving minimum, and this is minimum, $100 a month on your own for your own retirement anyway, even if you have a job. And I'm not talking about putting that into like a savings account. You know, you want to find an account that's going to compound your interest, because bank accounts, you know, we all know they're not going, you know, their interest is shit. So you want to find an account to put that money in so you can grow it and have your own retirement or your own little nest egg waiting on you when you retire. Or what about those hard workers that give 40 years of their life to a job only to be laid off because the company is either downsizing or they're relocating to another region entirely, or sometimes, you know, a whole nother country. So what I'm saying is, don't quit your job today, but what I'm saying is find ways to monetize your skills and find ways to create multiple streams of passive income. You know, that's, you know, find ways to make money while you sleep, or you're gonna have to work until you die. But if you really love your job and you feel that it's your calling to do your job, then keep hustling, champ. You know, I salute you. If that's something you love, then that's not really a job. That's what you love. If it's what you love, you enjoy doing it, then that's what you need to be doing. You know, but more than 80% of Americans go to work every day to a job that they hate. They kind of just go to work, you know, and they working for the weekend, or they working for the break. And if you hate your situation, only you can change it at the end of the day by becoming, you know, a better version of yourself and learning new skills, learning new trades. So that's simply what I mean by profits are better than wages, in the sense that, you know, you either can put in your time, that super valuable resource is time, for a set dollar amount, or the sky can be the limit, you know, by you monetizing a skill or a trade. You know, it's whenever you know what type of money you're getting. Like, you had a job, and a lot of times, you know, you already see the ceiling. You know, it's only so far you can go in the job. So you go, when you look at a job, be like, yo, I can only go this far. And even at the highest rate, you look at the pay scale. If you don't really love the job a lot, if you just kind of just doing it just for that money, that dollar amount, you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna always hate going to work. You're gonna always hate your job. And it's either two things. If you hate your job, don't fucking complain about it, because that ain't gonna help nothing. You either need to figure out what you need to do, figure out if you want to move up in that job, or if you want to switch careers completely. You know, you're just gonna have to do some soul searching, do some digging, and figure it out. But that's my small rant on profits are better than wages. It's much better to receive profits for a skill or expertise, some type of service that you offer to people or product that you sell. It's better than having to put in your time to get a certain amount of money. Because even though they tell you 35 or whatever the set amount is, you know, $12, $15 an hour, you know, it's really not. That's an illusionary number. If that is a term, it's an illusionary number, because they tell you we're gonna give you 15 this and that, but before you even see your money, it's all these taxes and all this stuff hitting it, beating the check up before it even hit your hands. So that's another issue, you know, I kind of got with jobs. But like I said, don't quit your job. Look at a job. If you really hate your job and you don't enjoy yourself, look at the job as the means for you to invest in your side hustle. Like, you know, the job, you know, that's a steady check. So take a portion of that steady check and invest it back into yourself until you grow something that's creating enough income that's going to replace your work income. When you replacing your work income and then more on top of that, then bang, you want to fire yourself. Fire yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then that's the time maybe you want to leave your job. And then when you leave your job, don't get lazy. Start another passive income stream. You know, but we'll talk about passive income streams in future episodes. But this video already went longer than I anticipated. But that's my rant on profits are better than wages. And y'all know, before I go, I like to leave y'all with a book to help you along on your journey. And so the book I'm going to recommend today is Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. That's Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. So if you have anything in particular you want me to cover on this channel, or if I left out anything you feel like it's some information that you may have on this topic, please leave that in the comment section. It's helpful to the community. Let me know in the comment section, like I said, if it's something in particular you want me to cover. I drop videos twice a week. My name is Tony Bruce. You can find me on Instagram at Tony Bruce TV, and I'm on Facebook at Tony Bruce Music. So that wraps it up for another episode of Tony Bruce TV. Like I said, I'm your host, Tony Bruce. Everybody be safe. Catch y'all on the next episode. And remember, make moves, not excuses. I'm out.
Yeah. Carolina coolin'. Yo, country brother with the flow, give you nothing but skill. South Carolina native, born and raised in that steel. Relocated to Saluda, man, I miss the feel. Women came from all over, half naked with heels. Got out of high school, thinking to myself, what's next? Joined the military, stack checks, marching in step. Did my time, no sweat, packed my bags and left. I've traveled east to west, but Carolina's the best. My windows down.